Today I have the honour of welcoming you here in a day in my life in which I will share with you what a regular day looks like for an independent jeweller in lockdown. My name is Lorna Romanenghi and I'm an independent jewellery designer and maker, and I'm currently based in Scotland. I mainly focus on creating personal contemporary heirlooms as well as creating larger statement collections that are inspired by the beauty of nature. Up until 2 weeks ago, I was living lockdown in a small flat in Glasgow, separated from my beloved workshop. But thankfully now I am back in my family home, with my modest little workshop here in my loft, excuse the mess, where I will be working today on some new designs and ideas that I have been sketching while in exile from my workshop. Hi, my name is Lorna Romanenghi and I am a jewellery designer and maker. My work has been exhibited internationally and has won numerous awards along the way. Here, on my channel, I will take you by the hand, giving you VIP access to behind the scenes of the jewellery world, so you can feel more confident and educated when buying, commissioning, or simply appreciating jewellery. To make sure you don't miss out on any new content, click the subscribe button below. It's the 25th of July here on the west coast of Scotland. July is actually our rainy season, along with August, September, October, November, December. But apart from a couple of weeks in May occasionally when you get glorious blaring sunshine, but that's very unpredictable. And being Italian as well, I just try and find sunshine wherever I can. Here it's a little trickier, but when it comes, I try and get out in it. I absorb as much of it as is humanly possible. Today's a bit cloudy, but I'm still out in it and I'm going to absorb as much vitamin D as there is. However, when I was in lockdown in Glasgow, my life didn't used to be like this. And even now, my days are completely different to what they once were. I would wake up every single morning and get to my workshop early for about 8 o'clock in the morning. I then would work flat out until about 8 o'clock in the evening, when then I would come back home and then I would work in my sketchbook until the early hours of the next morning. I know it's not exactly the healthiest way to live your life. I defined myself entirely by my work, and in September 2019 I had just started my own business after graduating from university. So I never actually stopped, I never even paused, I just went straight flat out into work. And if anything, my drive just ramped into overdrive and I just gave myself even more work to do because I wanted to have a successful business. But then COVID-19. I couldn't work. I was stuck in a small flat in Glasgow, far away from my workshop. All my exhibitions, all my events had dried up, all my commissions were gone, all my work was gone, and to be honest, I was in an absolute panic spiral. My routine, my way of life, everything was taken away, and I was really struggling to cope. I was stressed out about work. But I was also stressed out about being so far away from my family, about being so distant, and about being so useless in the case of COVID. I couldn't sleep, my mental health was plummeting, and I had no work to take my mind off it. I was forced to take a break, and at the time this scared me more than anything. I was forced to be by myself, with my own thoughts, with my own fears, and this was something that I had been avoiding for years by just keeping busy. I tried to keep myself busy and find other things to do, but there's only so much admin and digital work a hands-on person like me can deal with without throwing my laptop out of the window. After the initial bad patch, I started to come to terms with the situation and realised that perhaps by taking a break and not working like a maniac, this might have its benefits. So I started thinking, and I started thinking about my work again. But this time I wasn't obsessing over what I needed to do. I instead took a step back and started to think about what I want to do, what I want from life, what makes me happy. And I realised something. I realised I love my job, I love my vocation, I love what I do, and I want to be doing it for the rest of my life. But I also love my family. My mother, my boyfriend, my stepfather, my cats, my dog, and my greatest wish is to have my own family one day. My greatest fears, as is with all of us, are closely linked to what I love. I fear never being able to make it as a jeweller, of failing as a small business and having to call it quits and get a 9-to-5 job doing something that I hate for the rest of my life. This fear feels really real at the moment as I look around me at many other small businesses like myself who, because of these unforeseeable COVID circumstances, are having to close their businesses and renounce their dreams in order to survive. I'm scared of this, of not being able to achieve my goals and my dreams of being an accomplished and successful jewellery designer maker, doing what I love every day and being grateful for that every day. I only have one life and I want to spend it doing something that I love. But I also fear getting so caught up in my work that I don't give myself time to have a life or a family and end up alone, forgetting to have children until it's too late and being filled with yearning and regret. So, having had time through these last few months in lockdown, I realised that I need to make a change, and I need to make that change now. I need to embrace both sides of my life and find a balance. I think that only by finding balance in our lives and taking time to look around us at the beauty that surrounds us and enjoying the small pleasures of everyday life can we truly find happiness together. Look at this happy hound, for example. His idea of bliss is going for a nice long walk, making a few friends, finding a nice stick along the way, and being given the occasional treat as we go. Oh, honey, what do I have in my pocket? Look, look, look. That's it. Good boy, sit. Good boy. So I hope you've enjoyed being part of my workshop as much as I've enjoyed having you here, and hope to see you all again soon. If you haven't already done so, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel and don't forget to click the little notification button so that you can stay up to date with all my latest videos. Your support means the world to me.